levels to the game for you. One of those levels is getting that win over Pittsburgh at home. How much are you looking forward to Sunday?
I can't wait. I'm eager, because since I've been in the league, I haven't won in Pittsburgh, so that's something that I want to accomplish and say I did, knowing that I'm from there. But at the end of the day, I just want to win each and every week, every game we play.
Second question to that is Steeler fans abandon the ship for a week to become Bengal fans because of you?
Yeah, I get a little bit here and there. Just like all my friends, they ruin for me. But they want the Steelers to win. That's the hometown team. But it is what it is, But I ain't too worried about that. As long as they got my back at the end of the day, then I got to go out there and do a job.
Thank you.
Tyler, how do you think?
No, go ahead,
Tyler,
James.
how do you think the offense has performed the first 2 weeks of the season as a whole?
To be honest, I think we're right where we want to be, but we can be better. Obviously, our offense isn't at our peak yet. We're still good, but we just gotta have everybody buy in each and every play, because me, myself, the linemen, quarterback, running backs, we have too many mistakes, on certain plays where it's crucial. All the plays that's being called are going to win if we execute it, So I just feel like the more and more we start to execute and play as a whole and we don't make those small detailed mistakes, then we'll stay on the field and our offense will continue to evolve.
What specific things are you hoping to improve on, the little details that you mentioned?
Yeah, just small things like depth and routes, getting a certain depth so the quarterback is ready to throw at a specific timing, and just smaller other things like blocking assignments, not letting guys cross our face, and just small things like that that's easily corrected, because we know we can go out there and run routes and win, and we know we can protect, we know we can do all that stuff to be a great offense. But at the end of the day, you got to do all these little things right to get all the big plays going.
What advice might you give a head coach or an offensive coordinator to make the best use of the talent you guys have?
I just gotta leave that up to them. I'm here to do a specific job. I'm not here to control that and get guys in the right plays or knowing what to call and stuff like that. But I'm very believing in what they call. We see it as we watch it. It may look bad to the crowd and the fans and everybody else, but it's really on us, because we're not doing those little things right to execute those plays when they're called on like a 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, things like that. So if we just continue to do our jobs the right way, then everybody will want us to go forward every 4th and 1.
Tyler, you've probably played in Pittsburgh against the Steelers as much or more than anybody on the team. What advice do you give? What's it going to take to win a game in Pittsburgh?
Other than just the little detailed things, just stay poised, because the environment there is crazy. It's crazier than it was in Chicago, but I think guys take that real well. I don't think guys get too antsy and lose their mental control. So as long as guys stay poised and take care of business and stay locked in, then they shouldn't have nothing to worry about.
Mike Hilton was someone you went up against a lot. Can you describe the impact of him signing with Cincinnati and now being in Cincinnati now?
It's huge. It's huge, because I think that was their key to utilizing me, and what I do in the offense, because he's a rangy guy, even though he's small. He can blitz. He knows how to disguise real well. He got good ball skills. He does everything right, So, with that being said, he was their leading turnover maker last year, and they lost that, and that's huge on their behalf. So, getting him kind of reverses everything, because now we got a solid player that can blitz and we could get turnovers and we can get him to disguise and, get them to give us the ball back.
And he's,
Go ahead.
Just sorry, quick follow-up. He's a true slot corner. You matched up against him a ton. Was he like one of the real, matchup rivalries you felt like you had in the league? Were there many guys you matched up as much as him?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, the one thing about him is a little different. He's not like a matchup guy with a slot player. He just knows how to take the guy away. He knows how to play his leverage. Because they tend to play a lot of double in the slot sometimes. That's what I've been facing a lot throughout my years playing them. but he just does a real great job of like utilizing his keys into beating my leverage and taking away the things that he know I want to do. So that's the difference between like him and all the rest of the nickels, just thinking that they just got to pick up me man and match me man and just play me. He found little things around the vicinity where I need to run to or get open to and kind of eliminate that per se.
Tyler, how do you characterize their secondary led by Minkah Fitzpatrick?
I mean, they always had a solid secondary, even defense overall. They got that great up front. But the one thing about that defense, no matter what guys get plugged in there, they're sound. They stick to their plan, and I mean they always top of the order in the turnover battles and throughout the year. So I mean that's key in every defense. So I mean they're very well coached.
You've been through like 10 of these things. What is the one thing or one or two things that you can't let the Steelers defense do that they always seem to do?
We can't allow them to have any takeaways. If we protect the football and we execute our assignments and we force them to do things we don't want them to do, like blitz, and we catch them on the deep ball, things like that, then we gotta execute those plays. We can't allow them to get any strip fumbles. We can't allow them to get any picks. So I think without them getting any turnovers, then I mean we'll be perfectly fine. It's not a defense where we feel like is like a defense that we won't be able to do anything.
Tyler, aside from maybe focusing on the details, are there other things that y'all can do to maybe make this offense as explosive as y'all want it to be when y'all viewed it up in the preseason?
Yeah, I think we're still building. I think we're still trying to find our true identity. I know we have our identity. We know what we can be. We know what we are. We know how much weapons we have. But again, going back on what I said, we just got to execute the plays and do the small things. Because like I said, each player, the big plays that happen, every positions group, one guy failed at, and that's something we gotta maximize, because if we win that play, the ball games might go a whole different way than the turnouts, So everybody gonna make mistakes, but if we minimize some of those mistakes, then we'll keep the train rolling.
Tyler, when you went back in,
Go ahead.
when you went back and watched the film of the Bears game, you've put a lot of onus on you guys as offensive players doing the small things the right way. What did you make of the wide receivers' performance as a whole? And what do you think was the reason at times it seemed like the receivers were not being able to get as much separation as we saw in the first game?
Right. I think the separation part was probably because they were squatting a lot and they got that rush coming, so Joe got to get the ball out quick, and they knew they secondary know how good of up front they have, so they can tend to do that, kind of guess a little bit more. But other than separation and going deep, we just got to get the play calling going, and we just got to just execute the plays, because I don't think no guys or no defense can match us receivers, to be honest. I just think we just got to go out there and just play our game, and then everything will just come. But all the little small things leading up to the pass game, we got to be good at. So when they see us coming off the ball, it could be a run, it could look like a pass, vice versa. So we get them out of hand. But the separation part and the play calling, it just comes and goes. We just got to execute what we call.
When you watch film from last week's Pittsburgh game, how different did that defense look after TJ Watt went out as compared to before that? Did they change scheme-wise, aggression, anything?
Not really. Like I said, that's the one thing about the Steelers defense. They just plug guys in. They never go away from what they do. They stick to the game plan no matter what. But with Watt being there, it just kind of impacts the whole defense, because he even got 2 forced fumbles the last 2 games. That's why he's there. That's why they paid him. So we're going to try our best to utilize him. Hopefully we get lucky and he don't play. But at the end of the day, we still got to practice for him and just go from there.
2 more minutes.
Your quarterback is one. Your quarterback is one that is unflappable. I mean, he just nothing phases him. Talk about how impressed you were with him after the 3 throws that didn't go the way he wanted and come right back with 2 touchdowns.
Man, it's impressive how strong his mental is. Because before all the interceptions happened, he been getting hit a lot. He got pressured a lot. he's throwing with guys in his face, and I know mentally it's frustrating. You know, I go back to the huddle like I feel bad, and I always make sure he's good. You good, bro? Everything, man. I'm good. We good. Let's get it. Let's keep it going. You know, so that's one thing I don't worry about is his toughness. You know, he's tough as it comes. You know, and with the picks, you know, I know he take blame and other things. The defense do it well, but at the end of the day, we know what type caliber player and quarterback that Joe is.
Joe mentioned that the communication on the road up there in Chicago was pretty good, even though there was a rabid crowd and all that. Was it good in your mind, and do you expect it to be that good in Pittsburgh?
Absolutely, you know, because we got to stay sound. I think we only had one false start. You know, I think we do a great job by practicing, staying detailed to locking in with what we got going on the offense and not worrying about the crowd noise and things like that. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to stay as one. We got to stay as whole. So, I mean, as long as we locked in, then, I mean, we ain't worried too much about the crowd.
Yeah, I know, you know, how much you love to work the middle of the field with space. How different is it running for you in empty set when there's 5 receivers out there? Is that harder or different or challenging for a slot receiver?
No. At the end of the day, I still got my same landmarks, still got my same assignments. I still got my same space to work, you know. So at the end of the day, that's Joe's. It's his job to figure out who to throw to, who's open out there, you know. But I know as a player and doing my job, I just got to be right where I need to be when we call that play.
Who are your favorite Steelers growing up?
Say that again.
Who are your favorite Steelers growing up?
The two guys growing up was Jerome Bettis and Hines Ward. Those was my guys.
Why? Why those guys?
Cause just how tough they play, you know, and how much plays they make every time their number is called. They execute each and every time, and I feel like that's who I am and who I need to be. You know, I got to continue to leave good things on film, because when defenses see it, they know like, oh, we got a game plan around him. We got to find ways to stop him. So those players that's hard to defend is the players that in my eyes are great players.